Alright, here we go. Gonna be playing The Outer Worlds today. I decided I wanted to go ahead and stream it. I did day one on YouTube as a recording. And this is a game that's better live, even though I'm new at this and nobody's gonna be watching this. It's fine. The videos should be available for rewatching them later on. So there's that. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and continue game. Let's see, let's load game. Make sure that we're loading the right game. That's me right there. Okay. So I played day one. You can go on YouTube and watch it. Sarge Games on YouTube. Check it out. Day one is there. It's pretty much just the intro. It's almost an hour long though. It takes a long time to play through the intro for this game. So here we are in Edgewater. After we've landed on the ground and everything else, we've got our first quest from Silas, who is out there in the graveyard, and he told us that we need to collect some debts for some grave sites. So first things first, we're going to go into a few of these places that are marked on our maps, and we're going to collect some debts. So we're at the barbershop. Let's go in here, talk to him.
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Yes, yes. Do your haircuts usually come with free lectures?
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Let's see. Straight to business then. Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I find anything, or think of anything.
Much obliged.
Alright. So he doesn't have any money. Let's look around his place here. Oh, wait.
Hey, I saw that. What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want.
I don't have time for this.
Of course you don't. But now I got all his stuff. I still gotta repair this guy. Means I need a workbench. Hack +7. Stealth skills +5, so we'll put that on. Alright, that should do it. Let's look here. Conrad, receptionist, shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset, and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking we'd pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just stick around and pry them out. We'll sell the teeth wherever, somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. Ah, quest updated.
What can I do for you?
Persuade 1. I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
Because you leave notes on your tables, stupid.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Yeah. I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
You're gonna have to.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Goodbye. Alright. Can't open that door. There's probably some little closet or something. Excuse me. Alright, back to business. Where were we? Okay, 1 down. I believe 3 to go.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
I got my coffee going this morning, but it's not working. Oh, it's because it's empty. Darn it. Alright, I think that was the last of it too, so here we go.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not playing. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Perception. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm positive you mentioned something about being plagued.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
Why not?
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Well, it depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast. I got some questions.
I'll do what I can.
Why can't you just buy some medicine yourself?
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
Wow, this company sounds bad. In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
Okay, I assume there are guards?
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
Well, what can you tell me about these marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
Well, apparently I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
I'll think about it. All
You're
right.
making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Oh, that's so.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
A lot of cobwebs. All right, well, what do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
All right, do we ask for money from her, which obviously will get paid for the quest? I get it, you need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table, or I'll consider it. Let's see. Says, I get it, you need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Well, in that case, I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Alrighty. Oh, I never did ask him about the...
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
Okay, here we go. I'm here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment.
Alright, I'll leave you be. Saltuna Cannery. Alright, let's go in here. Oh, that's the, okay. That's the quest to... Oh, she's up here. Okay. There we go.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Well, we only got one option. These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
That's an awful thing to say.
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
What are they gonna do? Arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Would've? You mean you didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Well, I'll let you get back to work then. Alright, so we got everybody's but the last one. Let's look around here. Oh, that's that way. Take a look around here and see what we see. Sprats. Nobody around. Well, that's gonna take all of my... Did I just get a grenade launcher from that other one? Toss ball card? Alright, let me look at that real quick. It's at 100%. Let's replace that with it. Edgewater Salt Tuna Cannery, Spacer's Choice property. Notifications lost and found. Found. One left hand severed at the wrist. Some bone damage. People, this is our second unscheduled amputation in as many months. Please exercise caution and safety around machinery. Maintenance fees will be deducted from your pay. And that's it. Severed hand. Hi, how you doing? Don't mind me with my big old grenade launcher here. I'm gonna put this away while I'm in town, maybe. Alright, so where's the next guy? He is outside at the landing site. Oh. Alright, let's see. Wait, where am I at? This don't look right. Oh, I need to be on the other side. Well, let's go across to the other side then. I don't know why the arrows just point to any exit, like... I mean, technically you can get there from there, but you gotta go all the way around.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
That kinda sucked. And then these guys just get over here and sit around.
You some sort of freelancer?
You some sort of lazy ass. All right. Let's come talk to this guy.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you babbling
The
about?
war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Oh yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Screws loose. Well, if your resistance needs another gun, I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Some tuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Okay, well, proper army's paying an enlistment fee.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
Well, what do you need done then?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Alright, well, back to the business at hand. Silas sent me. You owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
No, I don't want to lie to him, even though it's an easy lie. Oh, what the hell? He sure did. He's asking for a little extra to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent? A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Yeah, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
Says I gained bit cartridge, but it didn't say how much. Alright, well, I'll let you be. Return to Silas. I hear something. Must be a bird or something I can't see. Put that away again.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
Yeah, 'cause they're dead. Hey, about those fees you
Run into
wanted.
any trouble?
I'm all done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
No, we don't want to persuade him. Alright, so that's that.
Something I can do for you?
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
I read a letter from Phyllis. She mentioned digging him up for his gold teeth.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
Okay, that's kind of a... I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
Alright, we'll see you around. Let's see. So it automatically defaults to the... Let's see where that's at. Okay, that's way outside of town. Die Robot, other side of town from where I am. And Stranger in a Strange Land is in town, I believe. Yep, okay. Alright, here we go, back in town. Alright, I think we're going back to the cannery. Terminal access logs. Schedule your sick leave with Spacer Choice foreman and a supervisor to be considerate towards other members of the Spacer Choice family and allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reed if you're having trouble paying your sick leave. We'll arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. And that's it. So you getting sick is your own fault because you didn't work hard enough.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Well, my ship needs repairs, and I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Well, let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned...
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame those workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
Yeah. Shit. Why not?
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, good for you.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright, well, let's get going. Alright. Companions. Blah blah companions join you in your quest. Good for me. And I leveled up, I believe. I did. Why am I dark over here? Alright, let's go with... My tech is a little low. We'll raise that up. And ranged. I like to just pick two and just level them up evenly. Alright, accept. Companion ledger, okay. See, she's got a hammer and a pistol, 120 DPS. Yeah, she's got better than anything that I got. Alright, let's go. Does she need some armor, maybe? Let's try the armor. She's got 7, 4, 4, 4. Okay.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Got a sec?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Let's see, this is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Alright, how well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends, or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Did you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
You can't leave it at that. Why were Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
I'm sure the deserters are very fine people. So what?
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It just... it don't seem right to me, ma'am. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. I'll stop by.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, well, let's go find Vicar Max. Let's make sure that that's our quest. Optional, speak to the vicar. Okay. That's an exit, so where's the other one? Alright, Vicar Max that way. Oh, he's in this building here. There we go.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Work fortifies the spirit.
Sure it does. Work fortifies the spirit. What about you?
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits.
It sure does. That must be the vicar in there. Let's see what's over here.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Work fortifies the spirit.
Talking to the good vicar always lifts my spirits.
So 2 dialogues in here only.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity.
Obviously you don't.
And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Well, it depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
True. So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I don't really care what kind of book it is. I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Sounds good, Vicar. Alright, let's go. We gotta go, what do we gotta do first? Let's do the die robot first. That's the one that... Let's see, where are we at? And then region-wise, it's that way. Okay, so... I need to go... Yeah, we can go out that door. That seems fine. We'll just walk around the building until we find it. Go have a look-see. Alright, it's this way. Wait, what's this? Nice. Have we been in here? Light ammo, bit cartridge, mag pick. I don't think we need any of that stuff. I don't think I want to pick it. It's probably crap in there. Light ammo, heavy ammo, Gotta love the ammo.
Okay, going quiet.
Doesn't appear red.
Aw, he ain't it. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the way.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
Is that an Aetherwave serial or something?
Hebsta Shirley. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Alright. Well, that's Jeremy done. Got some containers over here. Weapon parts, a mag pick. Anything else? Anything else? Combat drone down. Another mag pick here. What's that? Fast ration pill, I don't know what those are. Oh, there's something back there. Okay. I gotta get back there to get it. Somehow, some way. I get awfully small when I crouch. Ooh, big cartridge. Sawed-off shotgun at 100%. And a mag pick. Alright, let's see. Oh, I can break it down? That's the 1.7%. Yes, and then we'll put this here. And this here. Alright. Actually, let's swap these two. There we go. Pistol. Now that I can break stuff down, I can take that. Tartarus sauce, pre-sliced bread, frozen dinner. Well, it's not exactly frozen if it's been sitting on the table. So, alright, now what are we doing? Journal. Die robot. Oh, we gotta return to Ludwig. Okay. Oh, another container. Anything back there? No. Bit cartridge.
Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
Sorry. Almost missed that one. Wow. They hide them everywhere. He doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. They're just chilling. a wall like that if you didn't put nothing in it or behind it. Aha. There we go. See? I knew there was something there. A busted vending machine. Oh, look at that. Light ammo and energy cells. What is this? It seemed like they were... Oh, that's open. Why can't I walk over that? There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay, now let's go back to our guy. Alright, what's this? Doesn't seem to be nothing here.
Here they come! Don't mess with us!
That's the noise I've been hearing, is those guys. That makes sense. Alright, let's jump down here. I don't think I want to go over there. That looks ugly. Alright, let's get back up on the road. Oh, what are you? Oh. Whoa. I ran right into that. That was not good. What's this? Kane Van Aker, Spacer's Choice, ethologist assigned to Terra 2. This week I've decided to study Terra Ray mating habits. The female Terra Rays leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shiny or bright. Then they build displays of these objects and perform what I can only describe as a dance for an audience of males. If a male likes what he sees, the two go off and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site. And don't be late. I expect punctuality from my assistants. Oh, this must be Gerald. Okay, poor Gerald. Alright, well...
When I was little, we'd get
Bring us honor, soldier.
You don't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
Okay. You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
I'll let you know if I find it then.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
All these years you've left it there. Okay. That doesn't... Okay, let's see. See if I gotten any more armor or weapons that are any better. Shot cannon, 134. Energy, 28. This is heavy. I have 0 left of those. Let's put that in that slot there. What about armor? Yes, please. What about Parvati? Armor. She has 7. And no helmet. Let's give her that. Okay. Well, let's go get that from the lavatory at the cantina, I guess. Alrighty. Over here somewhere. Where's the cantina? It's gonna be the front of this building. There we go, cantina.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
There we go. Ludwig's bundle. Now I saw a locked door. Back here. Ooh, I can pick it. But still. Ooh, nice room, nice room. What's in there? Let's take it off. Nobody saw me do that. Alright, let's get out of here.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you here.
I did go out the right way, didn't I? Yeah, there we go.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Found that package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit.
Injury
Designed
customizing
to
unit.
deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Sounds like fun.
Fun? This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty.
Oh, sure.
Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
And then don't worry about that. I've already got a passcode from Reed.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security.
I wonder why.
I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Okay. How am I supposed to get one of these logic modules?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow.
Parvati, is a logic module something you could help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanical she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
Sympathizer. Alright, what are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, alright? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Edgewater's in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. I didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Alright, there we go. Now we got 2 quests to go to the geothermal plant, which apparently is 454 meters that way. Alright. Well, I think that's where I'm going to end it. We're going to go back here into town, even though I have nobody watching it live, which is fine. I don't mind. We'll get there somewhere, somehow. You will watch me someday, and you will love me. But that's alright. Whether you do or you don't, I don't care. I just enjoy doing this. And, yeah, so this is streamed on YouTube and on Twitch at the same time, thanks to Restream.io. You can go to their website. They'll show you how to set everything up, tell you what you need to do. And you could be streaming too, just like this. This is my first live stream ever, so congratulations to me. And we're going to go ahead and save the game here in our save right here. That's the one. Accept. Alright. Well, when you actually do watch this, I want to thank you for watching. And yeah, just stay tuned for the next stream. Thanks, everybody.